and get started. I'm excited to see you guys. So, welcome. If you are newer around here, well, welcome to the team. Welcome to Saya. Welcome to this amazing family. We recently changed the team meetings from Tuesday night to from Tuesday nights to Wednesday mornings. And the reason for that was because I just noticed that we have more energy after the call, or we have these ideas and things like that. But for some of us, it's like late, it's bedtime, or you're doing things with your kids, or you just want to go to bed, or you don't have the mind space for it after the team call, especially for us on the East Coast. Like after 10, I just want to go to bed. And then I wake up the next day, and it's almost like everything that we talked about on Tuesday, a lot of it was just like put in the back burner. And I feel like when we have the meeting on Wednesday, we've recharged our batteries. And that's why I really think having the team meetings is so important. And for the most part, I try not to do all the talking all the time. For the most part, every week we'll have, every month. So I kind of break it down. We have a guest speaker one week, training on something, sharing stories. We'll have somebody. Sometimes I try to bring like a celebrity person, so we may have to change the time on that from time to time. We've had Brock Johnson, we have Ray, we've had other people. I am working on bringing some other people in the next few weeks. I personally think our our business, our industry right now is at the best time. I've been in this industry for 10 years, and this is what we've prayed for. I don't know if you can relate. I don't know if you've been in the industry for a while and if this makes sense to you, but I feel like, and I hear it from other people, everybody says this is winning season. So I want us to be able to keep our batteries recharged constantly, because honestly, this industry, this business, this entrepreneurship has ups and downs. I feel like even if you have your job, but at your job you have to show up. For this business, it's easy to show up, but it's also very easy to not show up. So if we stay plugged in, if we still connected, we stay connected and stay plugged in, leaning into the community and the activities that we know we should be doing, we're golden and things happen, right? So lots of patience, lots of hard work, and lots of plugging into the community. So with that being said, one of the things that we're doing this month is well, corporate has, for those of you that are newer and you're not aware of this, corporate is doing this incentive this month. And when you open your back office, you see it there in the back office. It says a big 80K. They're giving away $80,000 worth of prizes. All we have to do is close parties. So start your lunch party, start your own party. Every month, have a party of your own. Every month, make sure that you have a link. Every order that comes through your shop should have a home. And by a home, it means a party, right? If you ever see an order that says shopping cart and it's from this month, make sure that customer service moves that order into some party of yours, whether it's your personal party or a hostess party. Those things can be moved around. Um, we've we think it's this month that it's happening, that corporate is adding a feature to our back office where we can move orders around ourselves. Before we, like, as of right now, we don't have that capacity. The system doesn't have that capacity, but they're ready to roll it out at some point. They're still working on it, but it'll come out. That would be so good. Number one, for ourselves, because hey, it's 10 o'clock at night, you're trying to close a party, hostess getting the rewards, or maybe she needs a little, it's so close to getting to 600 or to 1,000, and it's a matter of one pair of leggings, and you have it here in another party where it's extra. We can move it ourselves and get that hostess a little bump up in her hostess rewards, right? So that would be pretty awesome, and something that we've been asking for the longest, because the second benefit to it is it takes a lot of time to customer service. It takes a lot of um, handwork from customer service department. So that will make things easier for us, for corporate, for a customer service team. Yay! fingers crossed. Hoping this happens really soon. Okay, so can we get a heck yeah or something? I probably shouldn't say. Oh yeah, look, we have a lot of brand new reps. Welcome to the team, you guys. I am so excited that you guys are here. This is exciting. So, okay, so now, I just want to talk about something that I think is so important, you guys, and is getting identifying what's getting in our way, what gets in the way of people's success. And it doesn't matter when in your journey you're at, in the beginning, in the middle, you've been here for a while, and you have those ups and downs, and maybe you take a step back because all of these things are happening, and it's almost like you feel like you're drowning and you don't know how to get out. With the recent things happening in the country and people, I've seen some people, like I've heard from some people like, Paula, what am I gonna do? My customers are leaving Facebook. Like, you don't panic, you're not gonna freak out. Not everyone is leaving Facebook. There's other ways that you can work your business. Don't use that as an excuse. Don't use that as a way of getting in your own head. What gets in the way of people's success? Mindset. Mindset. Period. There's no other obstacle. If you are standing strong in where you know you want to go, nothing's gonna get in your way. Like, you'll figure it out. Period. Like, there's no other thing. And I want to tell you that people are leaving Facebook. There's still millions and millions of people on Facebook. There's still millions and millions of people that will join Facebook. So you're not going to run out of people to talk to. Don't thinking that is thinking it's having a scarcity mindset. Okay, like, oh, I don't want to recruit other people in my town because then they're going to buy from that other person, not from me. No. That's scarcity mindset, trying to get in the way of your success. Am I right or am I right? Right? What a beautiful opportunity we have that we have to share with other people. Many of my reps, of my personally sponsored that are friends of mine, I see a lot of my customers are now buying from them. It's fine. It's great. Like, we have a lot of friends in common. It's bound to happen. And people sometimes want to help multiple people. I have some of my customers that say, hey, I know that so and so is on your team. Is it okay if I buy from her because I know you also benefit from? I'm like, yes, do it. Like, I don't take that personal. Don't think don't think scarcity mindset, because then that's what you're going to attract. And the same thing with complaining and with I'll give you guys an example, and this is something that you attract who you are. And I'll give you guys an example. My husband, he's not here, so I'm going to talk about it. I don't think you'll hear the recording, so it's fine. But my husband gets really mad when people knock on the door soliciting. I don't. I don't. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I have like, oh yeah, and I'll have conversations, I'll make new friends. But my husband is like, what are you doing? So I don't know if some of you know this, but we recently moved to a new house, and we have an alarm system with the Ring. Like, I'm not even, I keep breaking that alarm all the time. He's like, babe, the alarm needs to be turned off. I'm like, I don't know, I'm not used to having an alarm. This is so weird. But we have that Ring camera in the front. So he'll see who's there. He's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, oh, I don't know, a guy for a water treatment. He's like, why do you open the door? I'm like, I know, and I know it's not safe. I'm not recommending this. But what I'm trying to say is, I am a salesperson. I'm a door knocker. I'm a prospector. I'm a solicitor. I don't care. So I think, because I know what they're doing, they're in the freaking heat outside, knocking on doors, trying to find business. Why am I gonna go be a jerk when this is what I do from the comfort of my home, messaging?
I'm on a Zoom call.
What was that? No, I don't know. Oh, you're on a Zoom call. I know, I heard that. Okay, sorry, you're fine. But he opens the door and he's like, I'm not interested. Get out. Leave me alone. I'm like, babe, that's horrible. You're a jerk. He's like, but why do they have to knock on the door? I'm like, because that's their business. Don't be, this is that's what I do for a living. He's like, "Ay, but why do they, he's like, yesterday, a guy that came last week came again yesterday and knocked on the door. And I'm sitting here in my office and my husband opens the door. He's like, I already told you no. And I'm just like, babe, why you don't be like that? There's two types of people. I'm a door knocker. When I was in real estate, I had so many doors knocked, like just, I would knock on the doors, snow, rain, whatever. I was determined. I was committed. I had goals and I needed to reach them. And that was the way to get to them. I knew I had to get through a lot of no's to get to yeses. But Guess what? I was a top listing agent in my office. I had contracts upon contracts. I was selling houses like a maniac until I had my second child. I'm like, I don't want to be out all day long. I don't want to be working every day, every weekend. I didn't want to do that. So I shifted to network marketing. But does that make sense? Like, we have to develop a thicker skin to that. And the most important part of this is it see if that's the way you react to people that you're paying for services. See if that's the way that you are reacting to your upline. If you are upset, I'm gonna say this right now. If you look at your upline and you think that they don't deserve what they're getting for what they're doing, and just for the fact that they introduced this business to you, it's not their fault that you don't have the results that you want. Put in the work. This happens a lot in our industry. And you guys are going to, if you're experiencing right now those feelings of jealousy, or that people doesn't deserve this person doesn't deserve what they're getting, these people don't deserve what they're doing, I'm never going to be like them, you're never going to be like them. If you despise this type of behavior from other people, you're never going you are if you despise what you see in others, you're never going to have it. You're never going to have it. I embrace somebody who knocks on the door because I think, man, you're a good soul walking out in freaking Florida, 90-degree and above weather, trying to get business. The least I can do is be a nice human, wish you the best. Takes nothing. Be a kind person. Put a smile in other people's. You just go your way with a totally different attitude. If you're a jerk with people that are trying to make money to pay their bills, guess what? That's the way that your customers are seeing you. And then you're like, I don't know why I'm not selling. Nobody wants to book a party. Nobody. Yeah, because that's what you're attracting to you. So don't get in your own way with your mindset and your attitude. You see somebody doing great, be happy for them. Wish them triple what they have, because that's what you're going to attract. Some of you need to maybe think about this. Am I behaving that way? Are my expectations where they don't need to be? You will attract so much more. Man, I see people, I don't know, I have it traveling or doing all these things. I don't say, oh, you don't deserve that. Oh, you jerk, why are you bragging? Man, good for you. You inspire me. You make me want to be better. You make me want to work harder. Like, I see somebody doing something that I want and they reach that goal. Just think that if they did it, you can do it too. And this leads me to my next topic, and it is one that I think is so important. I've been doing a lot of one-on-one coaching calls and coaching conversations. And the thing that I'm finding is, and pay attention to this one because I want you to be honest. Do you have dreams? Do you have a vision board? Do you, or you don't? Type in the chat. Do you have do you have a vision board? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you want your life to look like? Your dream starts here. Yes, right here. This may be the day that some of you start setting bigger goals, or heck, maybe any goals at all, because a lot of us go through life with no goals, no dreams, no vision. We have no idea where we're going. And if we don't know where we're going, guess what? We're not going anywhere. It's like sitting in your car and say, okay, car, take me. And you sit there and you're like, this dumb car, why is this car not taking me? Any like what are you doing? Car, hello, knock knock, car, what are you doing? First of all, you gotta put in some work, right? You gotta start the car. You gotta run. The car needs to get started. You gotta get it going. But you also need to tell the car where to take you, whether it is a GPS, but you drive the car. Unless you have a Tesla or something. I think there are cars like that already that you're like, hey, take me here, and the car takes you. Is it the Tesla? I don't know, but there's car. I think it's Tesla. I think it's Tesla that is. Uh, so this is cool. Tesla. I think it's Tesla or something. I don't know. That it will take you. Let's say you're gonna have a date, right? You're going on a night date. You go with your husband or whatever. You go on a date. It'll drop you off, take you back home, come back home so it doesn't occupy space in a parking lot, and then you tell the car, come get me again, and the car comes to you. It's Tesla, right? Yeah, I know. Actually, here in our town, in our community in Lake Nona in Florida and Orlando, there is this little, where are my Lake Nona girls? I know the Laureate Park girls. There's these little buses that take people within the community, and there's no human driving the thing, but the car knows where it's going. That's how you need to be. You need to know where you're going. If not, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You will struggle. You will not know where you're going. You will not attract the things that and the people that you need in your life to make your dreams come true. But you need dreams. It starts with dreams, and then you reverse engineer it. When I first learned about this was from Chalene Johnson, the concept of reverse engineering. You need to know what you want and then figure out what is needed to get there, and break it down like, okay, this is what I want to do. How am I going to get there? And now you start strategizing and acting as the person that is already there. Man, so much magic happens. And I want to share, I don't know if you've seen my vision board ever, but if you have a vision board and you can grab it, can you go pick it up and show us? Um, I will tell you, I don't want to go backwards. Do you guys like my brick wall, by the way? There's like 1,000 bricks here. Just kidding. It's paper. It's paper, but it makes my office look cool. So there you go. Okay, so you guys, it's silly. It's cardboard. It's $1. It's from the dollar store. I think it's actually half of the cardboard. No, maybe not even. It's premium poster board. I think it was 99 cents. It's nothing fancy. Some of these things are cutouts from magazines. Some things are cutouts from like Google searches. You need to know what is the mountain that you need to climb. You need to make a visual. Many of you are not working your business. Maybe, I mean, the fact that you're here, I have to say, you want more. You want more out of your life, right? The fact that you're waking up at before 6 in the morning to show up on this call. And I don't know who else is on the East Coast, on the West Coast. I think Alyssa. I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing names out there. Um, you're not living the life that you want because you don't have dreams. You don't have goals. 3% of the population has goals. To me, some of my goals were I want to have a cleaning lady. When I first started Zaya, my goal was little. My goal was I want to make extra money to pay for my kids' karate classes because we were struggling. We were paying for food on credit card. We didn't have money for Christmas. I couldn't buy gifts for my kids. We would go to Target and something as silly as a notebook. My daughter says, "Mom, I remember when I asked you one day about this cute notebook at Target and you told me no." And she said, "And it's crazy that now you ask me what I want and I don't want things, but just knowing that you can provide them, it makes me happy." Um, and it's not all financial. Some of us have different struggles. We feel unworthy, we feel unappreciated, we feel like failure, like, oh my god, this was me. And I'm not saying this is you, I'm not pointing fingers, I'm coming from a place of these are the things that I've had to battle myself. But I'm turning 43 next month. When I found Zaya, I had about 2, 3 months where I felt defeated, where I felt, shoot, I'm going to be 40 years old and I haven't reached the goals that I've always wanted to reach. I was 40. I told you I've been in this industry for 10 years. Many of these goals have been on this board for 10 years. Every year I put it back in there. Every year I put it back on that thing. Right now, we're at a place where I'm gonna share with you guys because you're here and that's special to me. But on Friday, my husband retires from his job. He does, and it's insane. In 3 days, my husband will not have to go to work at 2 in the morning and work until 5 p.m. 2 in the morning, he has to go to work. We haven't had dinner together in the longest time. I've worked for this for 10 years. Some of you set a goal. I want to be a junior rep in a month and you don't hit it and you freaking give up. That's not cool. You set a goal of I want to sell 1,000, I only sold 200. This doesn't work, I'm out. That's not how it works. Network marketing. It's not net easy marketing, it's direct sales. This is entrepreneurship. It's a challenging thing, but it's easy to show up for it, right? It's hard. To me, it's easier to ask 10 people to see if they want to host a party than waking up at 1:30 in the morning and go to work and work for more than 12 hours and not be appreciated. My husband has had a pay increase in the longest time. Years, years. He doesn't get paid more for working more hours. He doesn't. What are your thank you guys. I'm totally missing out on the chat. I will read it, I promise. This has been, yes. Thank you guys. And I'm not saying this to brag because I just want you guys, if you see me and you think if Paula can do that, I can do it too. I really want you to know that this doesn't happen overnight. This is not, it's a work in progress. It's every day showing up consistently. Your dreams are worthy of your work. You are worthy of the dreams that you want. You just gotta focus on the work. Get out of your own way. Things that are getting in your way is that feeling of defeat and the fear of what other people are gonna think of you. You are going to I can only imagine all the people that have told me no, or all the people that have said, here's Paula posting again, or here's Paula bothering me, asking me if I want to join her team again. But they're miserable at the job. And Friday, to be able to say, your no didn't stop me. I kept going. And it may have taken many years, but it's been worth it. And it was when it needed to be. So there are goals that are going to take you longer than you expect. Most goals are going to take you longer than you expect. So know that. But I need you guys to take away from this call, you need to write down goals. And I want you guys to, let's take a moment that I know this is hard and I can't ask you to give me 10 right now. But if you're clear about a goal that you have, I want you to manifest it and write it down in the chat right now. What is one goal? And if you don't have any, you're like, I've never thought about this. I have no idea. What would be cool? for your family? What would be cool for you? Like if you could accomplish something and then be like, heck, I made it happen. I put in the work. I made this thing happen. What does that look like? Debt free, senior director, Jen August. Think about think about a bigger one too, like write more. And I love that because I've been writing. I'm an executive with Saya. I have a team of 100. I have a team of 200. I have a team of 500. Like all the time, my goals were changing. Right? It was bigger. Like now I'm at a place where I'm like, man, like what do I want to accomplish now? Like what are like things like I want to be able to have college funds for my kids. I have 3 kids. That's not going to be cheap. If they want to go to college, I don't know. Although I don't even know if they're wanting to go to college because I feel like my kids are being raised with a different mentality. Uh, take your family on a Disney. Oh my God, Jen, I want to do that so bad. We haven't taken them. It's so stinky that COVID is here because for those many years, Jen, actually, that's been a goal for a family for the longest time to go on a Disney cruise. And this was the year that I was going to be able to afford it. And then COVID hit. But it's been 10 years. I want you guys to know that think that you are here to stay. Think that you are here to build a legacy. This gives you the opportunity to create residual income. Do you understand? Totally not judging, nothing. Do you get the concept of residual income? Does everybody get it? That's what creates financial freedom. That's what creates flexibility. That's what creates that. It's so expensive. I know, Jen, totally. And then they want everything. I'm sure they're gonna want all the toys, all the things. I don't know. Disney knows how to get you. Disney knows how to get us. Quit your day job, pay off my house, provide a second income for my household to help my husband with bills and groceries. That's Melissa. That's why I started Saya. I was teaching at the Y. I was making that $19 an hour. It was costing me more to be an instructor and a trainer, but it just made me feel happy. I was fulfilled. I enjoyed it so much. But at the end of the day, I thought, am I really going to be able to live on $19 an hour for like 3 or 4 classes? And how many more classes can I teach? How much more can I beat my body up? We have to be smart. We have to be smart, and there's so many opportunities. Guys, I came to this country because this is a land of opportunity. You don't need to stay stuck where you're at. And I'm not saying you need to have a goal of being a millionaire or whatever, but we have the ability to live the life that we want. I am telling you, happy and joyful and fulfilled. And we can do this by sharing this amazing product with so many people. We have such an amazing product. Wherever you go, wear Zaya. Wherever you are, if you're at work, you go to work and you're able to wear something else than a uniform from work, wear Zaya. Wear it all the time. Wherever you go, bring business cards. Wherever you go, try to talk to people. And it is hard. And we talked about this in the call with the team, the Latino team on Monday. We talked about this, and one of the biggest things is the fear of talking to people. And I just gave you an example. Like I would be terrified to knock on my husband's door, but I also know that there are Paulas out there that are gonna open the door and be like, "Yeah, sure, tell me about what you got." You know what? We already had another alarm system, but if somebody asks about it, I may refer somebody to this other guy, right? Maybe what you have is not for everybody, but the more people you talk to, sometimes you'll come across people that are not interested in what you have, but they know somebody that will. Your job is to ask them if they know somebody that could be interested. So I want to give you guys an assignment, a little bit of an assignment. It's totally optional. You don't have to do it, but I highly suggest you do it. Allow yourself the opportunity to dream big. And I showed this to the team on Monday, and I want to show you guys too. But this is how, because I know I have to prove it to some of you. Some of you guys need evidence. Who needs evidence that what I'm saying it's actually gonna be worth your effort? September 22nd last year, I wrote, I opened this up before we closed on the house. And if you guys are familiar with Rachel Hollis, she has this Start Today journal. I mean, even though I mean, all the controversy and whatever, I think this is powerful and I will continue to buy them. And if they're going out of stock, I'll buy all the stock. I don't know. I love this journal. I love the concept of writing 5 things I'm grateful for and 10 dreams, but you're writing the dreams as if they already happened. So watch this. September 9th, September 22nd, a year ago, I wrote 10 dreams I've made happen. Lose 20 pounds. I've gained them, whatever. Because I haven't put a lot of effort into that one. Okay. I'm just trying to stay afloat, but not really obsessed about it. But number 2, pay off debt. We've paid off all our debt. A year ago, we had a lot of debt. I decided I was going to make that dream happen. I wrote it down and I visualized. This is important. Visualize as you write those dreams or as you create that vision board. Don't just put stuff there just to make Paula happy or to make the board look pretty. No, no. The whole point of this is that you can see yourself crossing that finish line, cutting that last credit card, sending that check. How is it gonna feel? How would you feel? And paid off all her student loans. I was there when she was like, should I just send all the check? Like, what do I do? Like, send it because it's gonna be the best feeling in the world. Having somebody come clean your house. Like, I'm telling you because it's not just for me, but I've seen many on the team like having doubts, like, I want to leave my job, but I don't know if I can do it. Yes, you can. And then hearing this is my last week at my job, and just seeing that moment and knowing that the feeling that they visualized is the feeling that they're experiencing when it actually happens. So, what are those goals? So, another one, guys, this is powerful. Buy our house in October. We closed on our house a year ago. I didn't know how we were going to buy a house. I had no idea. I didn't know where we're going to get money for it. I didn't know. Well, I knew I was going to work for it, but I didn't know that we would have the ability or that it would even or that we'd even find a house. But I said we buy our house in October. We closed on October 26th. Elite rep, retire my husband. That has been in all these journals for the longest time. There's still things that you want to hear my crazy, ridiculous, big goals? I want to write a best-selling book. One day. I don't know when that's going to be, but I keep writing it every single day in my journal. I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. I don't know what I'm going to write about. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know when I'm going to start writing, but it's going to happen. I want it. I'm working on it. I want to lose 20 pounds. I'm working on it. It's gonna happen. I want to. I want to be a top podcast host. So it's those. It's what do you want? And there are other things that I had on my journal that are already, and I don't. I'm not gonna just. But just to give you guys ideas. Other things that you can write. I'm an organized entrepreneur. I'm focused and intentional about my time. Like not all things have to be related about money. Okay, no, I work 4 hours. I work. I'm intentional about working my business 1 hour a day. I don't know what that looks, I don't know what your goals are. And I don't want my goals to be your goals. Although if those are your goals, that's cool. We can work together, right? But maybe it's having, making a certain amount of income every month, or being a rank in your company, or having a team size, or I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like for you, but I would love, for you guys to make the time. And it's hard, it's uncomfortable, you're going to talk yourself out. I already know it because I've been there. You sit down and you're like, "Ugh, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to figure this one out," because then you're going to put yourself, you think, that's the thing, we think we are going to create disappointment because we're not where we are seeing those dreams. We're not there, but you have to go through that emotion and go through that feeling. If it makes you cry, it's powerful. If you need to cry, grab a box of tissues and cry, because the things that we don't address, the feelings that the emotions that we don't address, don't create breakthroughs. If you don't go through that, if you sit down today or this weekend and you do that, and you cry over it, and you even if you feel disappointment, or you feel this feeling of whatever, or excitement, we all react in different ways, but a breakthrough is going to happen for you. Give yourself the opportunity to create a breakthrough. Next level is going to require, your next level is going to require fighting through a few devils. Yeah. And maybe some of those dreams you're like, "Oh, so ridiculous." I already know there's going to be so much resistance about my husband leaving his job. He's been at his job almost 30 years. He works for FedEx. He's been there for almost 30 years. The benefits that he has, the perks of the job. My husband is not entrepreneurial, even though he's amazing. Everything that I do, I run it by him. Yesterday, I called him, he called me, and I was here. I was like tears because I was frustrated about something. And I'm like, I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Why am I not seeing? And he says, create a checklist. I'm like, what? It's like, create a checklist. I'm like, checklist, what do you mean? I have like all the training, I have all the things. He said, some things, he said, babe, I train so many new people. Create a checklist. It's gonna make life much easier. I'm like, shut up. Okay, fine. So I started creating a checklist, and you guys will see the checklist. Um, there are things that sometimes we just need to run them by other people, and that's why leaning into the community and the group. But don't stay frustrated. Like, it's so easy to quit. I mean, I'm very committed. I've gone through so much. I'm not going anywhere. But when you're starting, that frustration could lead to, I'm not good enough, I'm doing things wrong, maybe this is not for me, I should quit. And then you're going in this up and down roller coaster of starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping. No. You get a bad party, keep going. You get somebody quit on you, keep going. You are going to see that at all kinds of levels. So let me read a little bit. What questions do you guys have? Tell me. I want to hear from one of you. If you don't have a board, if you don't have dreams, if you don't have a goals, and you're committing to doing this, would you share with us? I want to hear from you guys. Let's hear from some of you. Like a chat. You can go ahead and unmute yourselves. Come on. I know you want to talk. I know you.
I know you've already heard my story, but I want to just reiterate how important those two things that Paula just said, you guys, vision board and writing your goals as if they've already happened, have completely changed my life. I actually ran up and grabbed my vision board. I did this vision board about 20 days into Zaya. So I started early December of 2018. And before the new year, my girlfriends and I got together and created a vision board. And at that time, I wasn't a dreamer. I hadn't been dreaming. I was a stay-at-home mom, kind of done teaching, whatever. So I thought I was putting on here big, scary goals. And at the time, now in this same year that I created this, we got a golden retriever.
Oh, she's so cute.
We got a ski boat. A lot of this is travel. My husband and I lived abroad for 5 years. In this year, unbeknownst to me when I made this, my girlfriend surprised me with a 40th birthday celebration in Mexico. And then I earned the incentive trip with Zaya to Cabo. So I got to go back to Mexico twice, which is one of my places I lived. And every single thing on here came true that year. This is 2019, every single thing. And then Paula mentioned that when I was sending in my last student loan payment of a ridiculous amount, and I was like, should I just do it all now? And she's like, just do it. And in July, up until July of this year, so I've been with Zaya since December of 18. And you guys, when I did this, I was a rep. I was 20 days into Zaya, 20. And this July, for months and months and years, I've been writing these same things down. In the month of July, 5 of my 10, I write 10 things every day, 5 came true. I'm debt free. I hired a cleaning lady the day I paid off all of my debt.
There was so much resistance, by the way. She's like, should I do it? I don't know, but I should be the one cleaning. I'm like, no, you deserve it.
I provide another job for somebody else.
Yes.
So in 1 month, you guys, 5 of my 10, I debt free. I hired a cleaning lady. I hit Zaya Executive, me and my team, we hit Zaya Executive. We earned the trip to Bermuda. And I was able to buy a camp trailer for my family up where we camp every weekend. So those were things I had been writing down, some of them for 2 years. And the month of July hit 5 of my 10. I had to come up with 5 new dreams in 1 month. But there is such power in manifestation and writing it down. If you don't have a vision board, go do one right now. Do it with your kids, do it with your husband, whatever.
I can't go to work.
Go do it. Power of it is incredible. I was not this person 2 years ago. I'm almost on my 2-year anniversary and I was not this person. And
it was around my birthday. So watch this. She messaged me and she said, I'm not really looking for an opportunity, but tell me what you do. I'm like, well, okay. And I thought, it's so funny. She told me her husband was a lawyer or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, she must be like this knob lady. I don't know. Like, I don't know. And turns out we're like 2 drops of water. Like, we are so alike, it's ridiculous. Like, when she lives in the other side of the country, I'm over here, we get to make friends everywhere. Like, we may not be in person and we may not see each other in person all the time, but it's those relationships and those ups and downs. And many times she's taken me off the ledge, or I've taken them off the ledge. That's what we're here for. We don't need to do this alone. And that's why I think if you know people, if you have a team or sisters or your upline and they're not getting on team calls, tell them how important it is. Actually, post that you're here, because we need more people on the team to get on these calls, because there's a lot of people. The first thing we do when we're struggling, we isolate ourselves. And that's the worst thing that we can do as an entrepreneur. Isolate ourselves. We have to lean into the community and completely recharges our batteries. This may not be a topic. There may be one thing that you took away from today. Maybe just energy. Maybe you just being here, recharge your battery. Maybe everything that I say is nonsense, but just seeing the faces of real humans, you're like, okay, I gotta get to work. What are we doing here? Take a screenshot, post it in your stories, post it in the team page. Say, if you guys are not getting on the team goals, you should get on the team goals, or listen to the recording or something. And this is not about me. I don't need this. I've developed so much belief and so much confidence in the industry, in our business, that I can run by myself, but I don't want to. I'd much rather do this with you. and bring so many of you with me to the path of success. I am not talking nonsense here, you guys. I know it. I know it. It may seem at some point, but there will be times where you'll be like, Andrea, you shared your story, you changed my life. You may never meet in person. You may never get to hug each other, but maybe in a in-person summit, one of these days, or one of the trips or something, it'll happen. But there are people that have the ability to be inspired because of one person sharing their story. We want to hear another story and then we go, who else wants to share? It doesn't matter if you haven't, if you want to talk about something else regarding this, like, hey, you know what? I have these dreams that I want to make happen. This, all right, share, manifest them, tell it, say them, like put them out there. What are they? Who wants to share? I love you, Anne. Thank you for sharing. See, I just hear you and it's so contagious. I love it. Jen, hi.
Hi. Okay. My goals are actually to get back to what I was earning in my previous jobs. I left law enforcement 2 years ago as a sergeant to open my own female boxing gym. It's a franchise. So I still am part owner, but just in August, I stepped down as manager because I could not take the day-to-day responsibilities. My husband double shifts almost every single day, so I had to be home with the kids, especially with virtual learning. But it was in August, while I was on vacation, that I signed up for Zaya. So I went from manager to now this. So now my goal is to get back to what I was earning in my previous jobs.
What is that figure? What is that number, Jen?
Last, as manager, it was $3,000 a month.
$3,000.
So I'm still part owner. My paycheck this month was $1,900, so I was pretty excited that I'm getting up there. It was definitely more, but my husband's happier. He's able to pick up the extra shifts and feel like he's running the household. But I'm running the household here, but he's earning for the family at work. So I'm excited I can do this, have fun, earn that extra money. He's happy that he can make up for some of my money by working those extra shifts instead of me trying to find childcare. So that's really my goal, is to build that team and up my monthly income. But it's only been since August, and I've made director, so I feel like I'm headed in the right direction, and I'm definitely updating my vision board today.
That is exciting. And on top of the vision board, do the writing, because the vision board, you put there, you become numb to it.
I had my book. I moved my office from my bedroom to my basement last night, and now to find out where I put that book, my Start Today journal, I have one, and I haven't written it. I go to bed and I write my 5 things I'm grateful for that happened that day, and I do my grateful. I do that journal at night, and then I have another piece of paper that I write my goals on.
Okay, so keep doing that and write it. I make $3,000 a month. I earn $3,000 a month. You are more than halfway there already. You just keep doing whatever you did last month. Keep doing it, because that consistency, it's like a snowball. You always see. So if you sold 2,500 last month, you have to set the bar for yourself and be like, non-negotiable every month. That's your goal. I sell 2,500 a month. I sell.
So I listened. Have you ever listened to Jessie Lee, the podcast?
Yes.
Okay. She spoke yesterday. 1 second, if you take my phone. She spoke yesterday about when you put popcorn in the microwave. You click the popcorn button and you walk away. You don't keep opening the door and checking on it. Just trust the process. It's in the microwave. When it's done, it's done. So she's saying add consistent pressure, consistency every single day to your business, and you're going to get success. Because if you keep opening that door, it's never going to pop with that popcorn. So be consistent every single day with your business, and success will come.
Yeah, put it on autopilot. Of course, you have to do the work, but it's like, what is that consistency? For anybody that is like, okay, Paula, I'm ready, I'm excited, I got my goals, but now what do I do? You need to talk to people. You need to knock on doors, and you're gonna find some Carloses. I'm gonna tell you, my husband is a sweet person. He's super nice. He's not a salesperson, so he doesn't get it. He doesn't like it. Imagine if I allowed myself to be judged by, he supports me, and he's like, you, yesterday he said, babe, everybody at work is asking what you do, because how is it possible that I'm retiring? He's 46. He's like, I need business cards because these people are asking me what you do. I'm like, did you tell them I sell leggings? He's like, no, I'm just gonna give them your card and they can go to your website. He won't pitch it. He won't say, it's not for him. But I'm gonna try to, like, I don't know, we'll see. But he does help me a lot. It's just not the talking to people part. So you will find a lot of people like that. And that's why I'm saying, don't take it personal. You have to talk to a lot of people. I just told you what it's not people. Somebody says, no, I'm pretty sure that guy. So this is a funny thing. When the guy came last week, after that, I went to pick up, this was like at 2 p.m. last week. I think it was a Wednesday, whatever. Later in the day, I went to pick up one of my kids from soccer and drop off the other one where my husband was coaching. And I drove like by her. I'm like, so the guy that came in was from ADT, the alarm company. There are so many ADT little band, like, you know how those things that stick to the ground? He sold a lot. Somehow a whole bunch of people in the neighborhood have ADT alarms. Those things were not there in the morning. He didn't stop because Carlos at our house told him, don't bother me, go away. He kept going. It's the same thing that we do. We just get to do it from the comfort of our house. If somebody tells you, no, I don't like parties, or no, I don't do MLMs, or blah, blah, blah. It's not that we're doing something wrong. It's just not for that person. Keep going, talk to more people, talk to more people, talk to more people, more people, more people. That's our job, to generate leads, to talk to more people, to get people excited about what we do, about living this lifestyle, about feeling fulfilled and happy, and go, like, you want people to look at you and be like, oh man, I want to feel like that. What do I do? Tell me what to do. But you got to show them, and you got to live the experience. I'm not saying be somebody who you're not, but show what this is doing for you. Take people behind the scenes. Take people behind the scenes. Sharing that you're on a team call, that you wake up at 6 a.m. I am inspired by people that work their butts off. I don't like lazy people. I will not follow people who are always complaining and ranting and or even saying how miserable their lives are. I don't feel attracted to a person. That person doesn't inspire me. Who do you want to inspire? Be their inspiration with your hustle, with your work ethics, with your energy, with your commitment, with your showing up. Take people on that journey. Erin, you're somebody who inspires me. Like when you were in Italy, and I would wake up and I would see Erin already waking up, and she had already worked, obviously different time zone, but waking up and seeing somebody going after the things that they want, building that consistency, creating that lifestyle that they want. And now seeing her in the States, she's military family, they moved to the States, they bought a house, like she's documenting all that stuff. Do you imagine how many people are out there wanting the life that Erin wants? Those are the people that are reaching out to her and saying, how did you do it? I want to do what you do. But it's not one day, one thing, one post, and that's it. It's showing up every day and showing it in your work ethics, how you behave with your customers, if you go live. Oh, there's Mia. I love Mia. Look at her. She's so cute. Yeah, she's a golden retriever. So does this help you guys? Does this help you? Do you feel like you got something out of it that you can go and implement right now? One idea, something that you can do right now that will help your audience. Talk about, if you have a vision board, show it. Teach people how to do a vision board. If you already did a vision board, teach people how to do a vision board. More people need to dream bigger, because right now a lot of people are worried about what the president is doing or what it's not doing or what the next president is going to do. I'm over here like, anybody need leggings? Because today's new release says, hello. Like, I cannot control the White House. I can only control what I do in front of this white wall. I can't do much in the White House, and you can't either. That's the reality, right? And I'm sorry if you feel offended by that. I know some people take politics more serious than I do. That's not my topic. Like, that's not, I can't. I'm worried about our team impact. I don't know what kind of impact the president is going to do or what kind of impact COVID is going to have. All I know is this is a great time to be an online business owner, and it is an opportunity of a lifetime. People that have been in the industry for years can tell you, we've been praying for this. Don't waste it, because you will regret it later. Okay? Let's go, do the work, book those parties, share that opportunity. Teach people, share. I was going to tell you this. That's the last thing, I promise. Share if you're going to create a vision board. If you're talk about the power of having goals, talk about the power of setting a vision of where you want to go. That is a topic, something that you can share with your audience, with your followers, with your customers. Inspire people today with a message of that kind. You will see that pay you off 10 times. Bye, guys. You guys are amazing. I'm super proud of you. You're incredible. There's so much more you guys can accomplish. Go do it. We got this. Woo! I need more coffee.